And welcome to your rest and reset practice today. We'll be moving through self-applied touch, a little movement, some body sensing and breath sensing, and we'll spend the little bit at the end welcoming our inner resource or joy or being. I like to give many options because we all need something different, perhaps at different times. So if you're listening to this, you might come back to it later and do something else at the end. So just know at the end, wherever you are that feels right for you, go there. Do mostly just noticing and feeling into. In the breath sensing, though, at the end, after a period of noticing the breath, excuse me, I will invite a 3-part inhalation with a slow, even exhalation through the mouth. So if you can, that's inhale through the nose in 3 parts and then exhale through the mouth toward the end of the breathing. All right. So you can do this first part with the self-applied touch, either sitting or standing. You could probably do it lying down. We're going to access the top of our head to our hips. So the kind of the front of the torso, specifically in the head and the face. So we'll start with a soft touch. The soft touch will come at the top of the head, and you're going to brush along the top of the head from front to back. You can also do a little tapping. Make sure you're getting around the ears a bit. And then sweeping along the forehead and the eyebrows with fingertips from the center out toward the temples. Do that a few times. And along the bridge of the nose, sweeping across the cheeks toward the ears. And then from the chin up toward the ears, so along the jawline. And then let your chin tilt up toward the ceiling slightly and softly brushing along the throat, chest, and belly with both hands, and you'll alternate. So there's always one hand maintaining connection. And then you'll pause with one hand over the navel, the other one at the center of the chest, and take a breath or two here, just feeling into the body. From the thinking mind into sensation, feeling from the top of the head down to the feet. Feeling the movement of your breath underneath the hands, we'll begin to do a little head movement here with the breath and touch. So you're keeping your hands in this position, but gently draw your hands like you're trying to bring them toward each other. So you're trying to shorten the distance between the hands. It will require a little effort, but it can be minimal. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just that little shortening there, holding that. On the next inhale through the nose, turn the head to the right. And then exhale through the nose, bring the head to center. Do that twice more through the mouth, turning the head right on the inhale. And then exhale back to center. Once more. And now to the left, inhaling through the nose as the head turns left. And then exhale back to center. Twice more. Your pace of breath. And then this time you're going to breathe in and out through the mouth, inhaling through the mouth as you turn your head to the right. Exhale through the mouth as you bring your head back to center. 2 more times. And now to the left, inhaling through the mouth as the head turns left. Exhaling through the mouth as the head comes back to center. 2 more times to the left. And when the head comes back to center, return your breath to a comfortable pattern, whether that's through the nose or mouth, and let your hands relax. Let your arms come out to the side, and you might do a little shaking with the hands or rolling the shoulders. And then on the next in breath, take your arms up toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, take your right wrist in your left hand and lean to the left side. So you're opening through the right, exhaling and inhaling here for a moment. Inhaling back to center, and then exhale now, gently bending to the right, taking the left wrist in the right hand, feeling from the left tip to fingertips, exhaling and inhaling. And inhale, reaching up, and then taking your time, maybe several rounds of breath for your arms to float down, either back by your side or in a comfortable resting position. See if there's any last little movement you might like before we settle into body sensing, or if you want to change your position or support yourself with blankets or bolsters or pillows. For the next little while, you're guiding attention inward through the body. We'll begin with the senses, and the face is a wonderful way to bring attention into sensing and feeling, into the here and now. So with your eyes opened or closed, just noticing the visual impressions. And if the eyes are open, you can even turn the head right to left and visually map your space, seeing the walls and different objects or colors or shapes that are present. If your eyes are closed, you might notice some lingering images or colors or shapes. We all have different degrees of capacity for visualizing. And if your eyes are open, finding a point that is unmoving for the remainder of the body sensing practice, if you'd like to close your eyes. Letting attention move into the ears. Noticing the sounds coming to you. Noticing if there's a smell or a lingering taste. And feeling these visual and auditory and olfactory, and the one for the mouth is escaping me now, but feeling these 4 sense organs in the face, the head, noticing their sensations. So you're feeling around the eyes and the eyelids and the eyes themselves. You're feeling the ears, the inner ears and the outer folds and valleys. You're feeling the nose, the nostril floors, the movement of breath as it travels through the nose. If that's how you're breathing. And all the structures of the mouth, feeling the inner walls of the cheeks, the ceiling of the mouth, floor of the mouth, the tongue, the lips, sensing the face, the head, the neck, and the root of the throat. Feeling your way out to the shoulders, down the arms to the fingers and fingertips. You're sensing the weight of the arms and the hands, the length, their position, how they're supported. And then bringing attention back to the central core, sensing the chest and the upper back. All directions of the ribs, mid back, sensations in the low back and belly. The pelvis and hips. Feeling your way down through the legs, all the way down to the soles of the feet and the toes. And letting attention pause here in the legs and feet, feeling the length of the legs. If there's sensations of density or sensations of lightness. Noticing the surfaces supporting the legs and the feet. Then letting attention widen, feeling the whole body from the toes to the head. Sensations deep inside. Sensations at the surface of the body. And can you feel both these deeper sensations and sensations right at the surface at the same time? Just notice what happens to your experience of feeling body, sensing, as you explore both at the same time, inside, outside. And then inviting your attention to flow along with your breath, noticing how this energy moves from the outside in, is released from the inside out. You can welcome the breath as a healing current of energy. Comes in, moves down and out to the periphery, imagining every cell, every tissue bathed in breath. The exhale, letting go, feeling that movement of gathering into center, moving up and out. Just noticing the flow and sensation of your breath, your natural rhythm. You can stay with this natural rhythm of yours, or if you'd like to join me, the 3-part inhale, 1-part exhale. And if it's comfortable, the inhalation is through the nose, the exhalation is through the mouth. We'll do 3 rounds, and in between each round, we'll take a normal rhythm breath. So whatever your natural breath is moving like, that's the breath in between. So at the bottom of your next exhale, hold out your breath. And as you inhale through the nose in 3 parts, imagine them in equal thirds. The top of the inhale, there's a moment of pause, holding, and then an exhale, slow and steady through the mouth. You might even purse your lips like blowing through a straw. An easy breath in between. And the next inhalation in 3 parts through the nose. Holding at the top, just a brief pause. And then exhaling through the mouth. Easy breath in between. And then once more, 3-part inhalation through the nose, feeling that third, third, third. And then slow, even exhale through the mouth. Let your easy rhythm return. Feeling into sensations that are here now. And the points of connection that literally have your back. Whether it's a chair or the ground beneath you, just feeling the points of connection with the back body and letting yourself rest back. Might even gently press your back into the surface or your feet gently into the ground. And as you do, welcome in an inner resource that provides this inner sense of stability, an inner sense of ground that is unshakable. This may be an inner felt sense that's coming alive. You can welcome imagination and memory and imagery. You might imagine sitting down to your favorite meal. Or imagine the sounds of the wind in the trees. letting yourself open into this quality of well-being, this close of practice. So if there's memory and imagination as this is unfolding, turn attention towards sensing. How does the body feel as well-being is present? Is there an easy feeling in the shoulders or a warmth in the belly? Checking it out, what it feels like for you now here. And as we make our way out of practice, let this infuse you, your body, your mind, your senses. It's already here, but just feeling it and welcoming it into the rest of your day, this quality of well-being. And as you move out of this practice, see if a little movement, touch, maybe it's a gentle hug for yourself. Maybe it's a deep breath in with a sigh or a sound on the exhale, letting yourself come back to your space. Your eyes are opening and closing several times. Looking around, getting those visual maps back in place. And I hope these practices served you in some way today. Thank you for listening and enjoy guiding these practices. So thank you.